Good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to start putting a couple of these Christmas journals together. So I'm going to do one document journal if I have time, otherwise I have to do it in a separate video, and one of the embroidered journals. I just show you where I'm at with them. Probably going to do this one because this one's going to have hinge pages because it's a bigger book. So I've put them onto old books that weren't necessarily super nice, that I didn't care about them, and I've put some Italian decorative paper, some of my fabric in the center, and then this has a beautiful rag paper title page 1827, and then I've folded my digital papers, but I'll tell you what papers are going to go in there in each of them afterwards. Then this one I put on, this was actually put on one of the parchment, this book actually 17, because it was the perfect size for the stitch piece, 1758. So if anyone wants to know how to read, so the M is 1000, D is 500, the C's are 100, L is 50, V is 5, and the ones are ones. If you have an X before the L or an X before the C, it means, so X before the L would be 40, X before the C would be 90. And so that's got, was from the book, and it'll get some of its own pages, and this was also from the book. I loved it, and I thought, why hoard it? And so I put that in there, and these pages, because of the size of this, these pages have been folded like this. Some of those I will keep and make side tucks, and some I will take off because otherwise it'll be too bulky. So that's that kind. I love the stitching on that one. Remember, we're not reserving them. This one here, this is what these pages are for. Oh, these are going to go in the other books as well. It was a bigger book because it was a bigger stitch piece. And I like that you can see a bit of the cover here, and it's sort of not all uneven. I really do like that. That's the back. And so this one, I put a beautiful old 1700s page there, and Florentine or Italian paper there. So, and this is linen. This was a misprint. Some of it was cut off. And so what I did here, rather than, because look how small the horizontal pages are for this size book, I've taken some of the vertical pages and we're going to hinge those, which is why I decided to do this one on camera. The other ones I'll do off camera. I just quickly wanted to show you the document ones. Now, they should be dry. They're here. So I've got their folded pages here, and this is the cover of that one. I can fold it now that it's dry. So that's front and back. Absolutely love them. Inside, bit of Italian paper, some of my printed marble paper, some of the cotton with the red green fabric, and then an old piece of rag paper. So that's that one. I'll put that, I might need my cutter, I'll put that over there. This one, similar thing. I did them all in the similar fashion, just they've got different covers. So that's that one, sprouting nose Santa there, and its mix of papers. And then we have, I'm super excited about getting these done. This one here, as I said, similar formula. We don't need my fabric scissors now. And that's that one there. Love it. Super nice. Very pleased. Okay, so let's get cracking because it'll take a while. So I'm going to pull out my, you need to keep this near you. Let's just go through, besides the digitals, what we have. I've got some large format paper. I also pulled out this. I just have this random thing here, so I could use some of that if I want to. I have just vintage or antique. Some of these are late 1800s. Just writing paper. This is a piece of rag paper that I might use, that I may or may not. There's another one of the big ones. That's just a end paper. I thought I might put this on. We'll have a look at that. I've got a bit of a document here, which I'll rip and stitch in, or maybe I won't rip it. That could just stitch in as it is. Just another piece of rag papers, some double pages. I may or may not use them. Some bigger pieces of rag paper. that can be hinged. The tops were taken off because it was a moldy book. And then I love to put this sort of thing in as well, especially in a Christmas journal. So I've got those, and then I've got my straw paper in the regular, and then the green and the lime green apple. I don't know if it's lime or apple green, so I called it both. And then I called this wine, but it's kind of like a winey raspberry color. So I have these. I'll put those aside. And what I have are these that need to be hinged. So I've done the folding more or less. So I've got to decide here. I'm going to take out this bit. Take that off. I had I think the ink started to run out, but I actually didn't mind the color of that. So I kept them. So that's like that, but I'm wondering, do I want to fold that up? I can't, even though it's upside down, I kind of like that. So I think I may fold that up. I don't think I'd make that a tuck because it's not deep enough. So, you know, the things would just flop out and be a bit annoying. So I need to keep a little bit of glue paper here and some glue stick and just be gluing things down. Oh, that one's finished. Didn't realize. I thought I took another. Oh, I hope I didn't throw out the wrong one. I don't think so. Anyway, it's got a little bit there. Okay, so that one needs to go in the rubbish. Okay, so I've glued that down, and then this needs to hinge. And what I can do is hinge it onto a piece of straw paper, and I might make that a side tuck. I think I need to fold it over just very slightly. I won't measure it there because that's cut. So this is how you resolve when you've got a bigger cover, and of course your folded printer papers don't, obviously they're too short, or they could be too not wide enough, or both. Then I cannot fold straight for the life of me. I'm just going to go bonkers trying to do that. Anyway, when they're not the right size for your book cover, you just hinge, and then you can get them to be a better size. Well, it'd help if you push the glue up, right? So I'll see how long this takes. We may or may not do the document journal, but the document journal is a little bit faster. Okay, so that's that, and then I'm going to hinge it onto here. I probably shouldn't have that, but I can trim that bit off anyway. So then what I want to do is line this up. Now remember, these are going to be 3 signatures, and I have 15 digitals, and I may or may not include them. I'm going to go down along the edge here to there. Sometimes I do end up pulling one digital page out, and occasionally I do. Well, sometimes I do use the whole lot. So that's going to be already a built-in pocket. We like those, and that's going to come off. Just open it up and make sure it's glued in. And see, that's not very deep. I do like to create a pocket out of that, but that's not very deep. So I think that's going to come off. And I will tear it with my ruler, because I'll do better with that in theory than with my scissors. Okay. And then I need to see the width. Now the width, what I can do is here also create a side tuck. I might bring it in a little bit further than the other one. And here we go, look at that. We've got my page. That's a side tuck. We'll probably put something across there just to make sure the things stay. And then this will be a side tuck. I think it will be, again, a shallow one because I need to fold this in due to my rippage there, which is fine, no big deal. And then we'll put a belly band across there or something as well. So we can glue that down. because this is a smaller piece of straw paper too, it's a bit more A4 sort of size, which is our copy paper size. It's a good way to use it and get the full height. And here I just need to glue there and there. And here I'll put some nice strip of something down there to embellish it. And I don't worry about the crookedness, that's just typically me, isn't it? Okay, so that's that one. So let's put all of our done pages over here. Actually, I'll put them up there. And so this here is big enough. So what I would do here is just plonk it on there. Well, it's not quite tall enough. Fold it. And this one can have a built-in side tuck as well, because that's a nice amount. It's nice strong paper, so I don't think I need to do the extra fold over. So that, I'll just glue that down right now. And again, I'll put a decorative strip down there to make it more distinguishable. Actually, wouldn't mind the marine blue, like the navy blue sort of colour too for these Christmas journals, because our kits do have a little bit of blue in them here and there. Okay, so that's that one, and I'll do a green one like that. So I won't use all of these for this particular journal. I just have them pulled out. I cut the I'll do it the opposite way. I cut the actually I can just turn it upside down. Ding dong. I cut the big sheets in half. So obviously for the smaller journals, I'll have to reduce them. And I'm folding it in a bit further. It doesn't matter. That way I just get a bit of a slightly deeper pocket. So obviously built-in pockets save time later because you use less of your other pockets. Just getting the glue off my fingers. Okay, and that one's done. So I think I might just limit it to 2 of those for the moment. Put those over there. And then I have this piece which I'm going to attach to another one of these. Now this I left at the top. I'm wondering, just trim that off there. I could have that as a top tuck. I'm thinking I might like that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to keep that. Silly me. I think I'm going to just have that as a little top tuck. So when I was folding these pages, I looked where my images were here, if they were here or up here. So if they were at the top, then I folded the extra bit up, you know, the extra bit that I needed to take off at the bottom. Or if I had the image at the bottom like I do here, I folded the extra bit at the top. So what I'm going to do here is just glue this. And although it's just copy paper, what I would do is maybe put something across it to strengthen it. But we've got a top tuck there now. And then here, I'm just going to, it's just so pretty. I don't know if I want to totally cover that. That is really nice. But then I don't have a solution for it. Unless I were to glue this on there, on the outside. I could do that. I'll keep my rip. I like my rip. So I could do that. Even bring it down a bit and make this. I might take that off there. Or I could attach a piece of paper and make it a deeper pocket. Or I can do, okay, let's just glue this onto here. This is why you've got to keep your book underneath so you can just keep checking the size. I'm just going to fold that over so I'm not getting all sticky. And I want to run my glue along here, like so. And you don't know how far in to go. So what I do then is then run my glue along the edge here. Hopefully I'm doing it right, guys. I think I've done it wrong. Hang on. Yes, I have. Oh, well. Well, oh, no. Okay, well, I'll take that off. I'll have to take that off. And then you just put this on here wherever you want to put it. So I'm not doing a bottom tuck, I'll just do my side tuck. Now that does not look straight to me, but anyway, it's okay. I could, and we've got that happening there. Now, let's make sure it's sticking. And then I need to fold my edge in here to do my, I'm just going to do a side tuck. Or I could do, or it could be, actually I might do a flip on this one. So, okay, I've attached it on that side because I didn't want to cover the prettiness there. This, I'm going to take this bit off there and that bit. We're going to have a few top tucks in this one. And this is just going to be a top tuck. And I'm going to attach something on there so it pulls out. I think that's a nice solution. Something different. So a few top tuck. It was meant to be a bottom one, but it's a top one because I put it on upside down. I glued it in the wrong spot, which is what I do. So that's going to have something attached. That's, if it doesn't glue properly, I will fix that. You know, come back with more glue, just making sure it's sort of flat and tight. So that's that one. There's another page done. We've got a few here to do. We've got this one. Isn't that pretty? I think I'll take that bit off. I'll just tear it and I'll use that somewhere because I really like that. Put that aside. And here we need to hinge this onto something. Now you can just put those in your signature as they are and then attach things afterwards too if you prefer to do that. Let me see what other oh, I had these papers too. So I'm going to attach that one. Oh, and it's nearly pretty much perfect. So that's going to be a side tuck on there. And I might not even fold that over. I could just put a strip of something down there. No, maybe let's just fold it over. It's very pretty there too, but you can't have both. Obviously make sure you've got everything up the right way, not like me that I do it round the wrong way. So I class these as my the digital pages that I'm using. I'm going to flip that round because I've got a you know, like a deep white sort of border there, so we might as well have it that way. Excuse me, scissors, you're in my way. Sorry if I'm off screen down there for a second. Just doing the same top and bottom. Oh, I didn't even ask you how you are. How is everyone? I hope you're well. We're well. Okay, so that's that. I love that and that together. Now this is a nice big piece that we have here. Let's just run our fingers along there to make sure it's sticked and ooze the glue. And now here I want to fold this and I'm going to leave it loose and I can decide afterwards if I want to make it a side tuck or not. This is going to be the journal of the side tucks, but there's another page, you see. Okay, we have, oh, 3 more. That I'm taking off. This one had image top and bottom and I chose to get rid of the top. So I'm just going to take that off. And what else? I can do another page of those. I could do that. Let's attach it to that. I'll do it on that edge simply because, and again, it's going to be always a side tuck. No, I think I'll glue that one right down. We don't have to have 20 million side tucks. I need another piece of glue paper. Plenty here. Look at this. I've been gluing. Gluing. Just run my glue. Now I find, because you can't control so well where your glue stick goes, what I'll do is I put it on that edge, then lift that off and just run some glue along this edge, just so I know that I've got glue to all the edges that I needed to put it. Okay. I'm going to put that there, like so. Fold that down, glue it on. And this, I think I may just fold that up and glue it down and keep that. I may put it the other way, so I'm not covering the, but I just like that nice old edge. It is a nice, very old piece of paper, so we need to rejoice it. It's a very sticky piece of paper, but we could do some gluing on that side. I have this piece here will be big enough. So with the bigger format, you do need a nice big piece of glue paper that you can do your gluing on. And I'm just going to glue that there. And just make sure that's stuck. There's another page, and that's sticking out, but I can deal with that afterwards. I just want to chug along here. Now, I haven't dealt with these. I would probably have that one. It is slightly too big. So what I'm going to do is fold it there, like, or I might fold it the other way. Oh no, I can't do it. Let's choose a different one. Because I'm also looking at where is my image going to land. So here I'm looking at where can I lose. I can lose a bit at each end. So I'm going to fold that one like that. Now this is just going to go into the journal, and then I will extend it afterwards. So I'm just going to trim there and measure a little bit more off the bottom. And that is going to be ready to go. Yep, that's that one. So I'll keep those for the other journals. Just move them out of my way. Don't need those. Right, we haven't. Oh, this I'm going to actually fold it over, and it's because it's it's very writable. That will glue onto one of the shorter pages, one of those ones that I left loose. So I'll put that up there so I don't forget. I have this nice. This is a good size page, so that could attach. I probably need taller ones for that. I have this here too. I wanted to use this. Oh, that one I was just going to stitch in as is. So what I need to do is get its measurement. So that's the center there. I need to take off that bit there. That could fold up and make a pocket, or it can come off. And then here, you want to come in a bit. You don't want to be flush with the edge, because as you put your pages in, they sort of stick out a bit more, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. So I can keep that bit or that bit. So what I can do here is just get rid of this immediately. And then I can decide to, I need to get rid of that as well. I'm going to have, but I think I may need to extend it. So I may attach a piece of paper there and then make a slightly deeper pocket. And it's also going to have a flip out. And I can do the same there. Okay. Right. That's that one. I've got to remember to include all my pages. This one here, I took off the moldy bit. So let's see the height of the page. Take that off. I like the torn look. And fold this one. That's why I've just stopped doing my digitals for a minute, because I need to see which of the other pages. That one's all right for the minute. I might decide to add something to it or not. I have this too. This can attach to a digital. Let's do that. We haven't attached one of those yet. That's the top. So I'm going to take this off, because we're ending up with a lot of tucks and things. So I'm going to take that off. We don't want 20 million tucks. I said that before, I'm saying it again, just in case you missed it. That little bodgy tear there, I just come along with my scissors and trim it. I could have actually done it with my cutter. Would have been more precise. And this is going to be, I'm going to just glue this right down. I think I'll glue it on that side, so I need a nice piece of glue paper. Maybe I'll use this one. It's a bit sticky. Let's see. This is taking me a bit of time, guys. Maybe we won't get the document journal done. I don't know. Put that there. And then also down this edge to make sure. All right. Chuck that over there. I think my page is upside down. Oh, yes, it was, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to take that off. And that can stay. I might even fold it that way. Oh no, we've got that prettiness there. We'll do it this way. And I can decide whether to attach something there or make it a side tuck. That decision can happen afterwards. Okay, I've got one of those. Oh, what about attaching this nice page? It's at the top again. I'm going to take that off. And attach that on there. I think that's gorgeous. Okay, so let's get some more blue paper. Oh, and I need to put my glue along here. What are we doing? Sometimes I really have to think about it. Okay. So they're all the digitals hinged. And so let's just have a look what we have going on. I have a nice abundant spine here, so I can fit. Let's just see how we're going as far as pages, because I've got more stuff here that I can fold and put in actually. I think I'll have this one as well. Let's do this one as well. This is a great, and it's such nice, strong paper. Okay, right, so put the book aside, and then I sort out my pages into groups. That's going to attach to something. That can sort of go together. That's a more special paper. So we don't have a lot of book pages here. What else do I have here? They're little. We could have one of those in. I'm wondering whether or not to put one of those. Let's just see how we're going. So I divide these into 3. Two, 3, and then we have these. So I've got straw paper. That's good. We'll put that one there. That one there, and that one there. Okay, and we have these. So this can go in the middle, this can go in the first, and that's the last. And we have that one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. And we need one more for here. So, and then we'll see how, if that's enough. So maybe I'll take one of these. I'll just take that off. Okay, and that one, I'm just going to fold it like that, and then I can fold it in afterwards. That's going to go there. So those are my 3 signatures, and automatically that's the bottom signature, the 3rd signature, the 2nd, and the 1st. I haven't got an exaggeration of pages. Let's just see how we go. So I like to start with the digital when I'm organizing them. And I like to open my thing and just see what would I like to see. See, I already like that one. I'll probably have a tall digital. I don't want a plain one. Okay, so I'm automatically starting with this one here. And I alternate my digitals with other papers. I may not have enough other papers here. So, and then these ones I'll stagger up and down. So that can go there. And then, oh no, we're going to be okay. We're going to have 2 digitals near each other. But it's the hinged digital, so that's good. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to have this one. I might even put that one in the middle there. So that's the 1st signature. Perfect. So just for those who are new, see how they start to stick out? I'm just going to see, I'm going to have to trim. I'm going to trim a little bit of that off before I stitch it in. Because, or I might, yeah, I'll trim that because it's going to stick out. Because they sort of push out as the spine, in the center, they go together. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8. No, not even, sorry. 1, let's open it properly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is a really good number in there. So I started off with 15 digitals, so 5 in each signature, and then I have enough to alternate them. And I usually finish with a digital in the center. So that's number 1. Number 2. So we have the digitals, the little digitals, the 2 big ones, that one. Okay, so I like, as I said, I like to keep it open. I don't think I can start with that because I don't have enough, but what I might do is start with a smaller digital, and I think I might like to see that one. And then I might even have this next to it. No, I think I'm going to have, oh, I like that one with the paper. See, I like the look of that. Right, so then we'll have that. We might have this one stitched in there. Then we'll put in something like that. Now, some of them, the paper's sucked in crooked, but I'm going to put stuff there. It's not a problem. I think I'll have this. No, that's boring. I'm going to have this. Then a little one. This one. And then I'm going to finish with this one. Sort of plan that out so that that would happen, because I did the 2 in the beginning. Now here again, I need to adjust some pages, and that needs to be done before I stitch it in. Yeah, a few adjustments. Just, it could be folding or cutting or cutting. So that's that one. And then we come here and we have these, the 2 talls and the littles. So I'm going to start with a tall, I think, and I'm feeling like that one. And then I might have, no, I put that near the other one. I'm going to put this in. Put that in. Oh, I might stagger that there, like so. Put that in. Is that upside down? Oh no, they're the 2 top tucks that I ended up having. I'll put that, then this. That doesn't have any writing on it. And then just making sure that I didn't have it upside down. And there's that one. Yep, that's going to be good. So those are my signatures. So now I need to sort out anything that needs to be chopped. That one's just going to make it. I think that one will be okay. I'm going to leave that one. So that's the third signature. The second signature is this one. Oh, just love that. So let's just make sure it's all flush and squished together. And so here, that I might take that off, but I can't do it with my cutter because it's too long. I also am getting rid of it because it's got the curly whirly stiff bit from where it was stitched in. So that's already, it's not enough, but then I'm going to fold it over. So because this paper is a bit more fragile, I'm actually going to fold it over and glue it down. Is that going to work? Yes. So all of these need to be or folded and glued or ripped off. Good, and then I need to do this one. This is how I do it, guys. It's very bodgy. And that one is sticking out. Oh, will it stick out just a tiny bit? It will, so I might. That one I'm going to fold in. I'll fold it in the other way because there's writing there. It's pretty fragile. In fact, it's ripping. It's okay. And then that I am just your die, but I'm just going to trim it. It's not too bad, not too shabby. Okay, good, just making it. And then we have this one that just had the one that was really sticking out. Let's just get our fingers in the center, squish it all down. Yeah, a little bit of that one needs to come off. Okay, so those are our signatures. The next job, as you know, is to measure here. So I've got about, oh, that was clever, about 6 centimeters. I do have this ruler that has the 0, but sometimes with the pattern stuff underneath, it really does my head in. So there we go. Is that right? Yes. So I could, let's try and use this one. So I'll grab I like to use a biro, but I can't see where my biro is, so I'll just use this. Just putting my markings there. And then I've got 3 signatures, right? So I can do there. They'll be quite set apart. There, and there, and there. That's where my signatures are going to be stitched. But then I need to find the center. So let's see here. So 0, I've got 5 there and 5 there. So okay. Oh, look at that. So see, I've got 5 there with a quarter and 5 there with a quarter. That's that. So I'm very carefully going to slide that along here. Yep, still working to find. And there's my lines there, and I can find the center, which is there. That's the center. So where's my other lines? There. I'm still good. So I can do it there. Actually, I could just go like this. Look, I could go there and do it there and there. And then I'm going to do 2.5 inches in either direction. 2.5, I said. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. I could be crooked. 2.5, and then there's my other one. 2.5 and 2.5. I can kind of see my dots there, and that's where I'm going to punch my holes. There, there, there. It's not perfect. Should be over a bit. Here, 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 and there, there, and there. That's where my holes are going. It won't be perfect, but it never is. So we don't worry about that. So I'll put that over there. And then what I need to do is do the measuring on here. And I need to pull out my big paper clips. I like these because they hold on to everything. See, they're going to hold on to that shorter page. Okay. Right. And grab your ruler again. Find, flip it around. So I've got, what do I have? I've got 5 1/4 there, but not 5 1/4 there. So I need to move it. No. So I'm looking at this line here, 5, and I don't know what that is, and 5, and I don't know what that is, but it's similar. So that way, I've found the center. Then from the center, I just have to do 2.5 and 2.5. That's where I'm going to punch my holes. Right there. So that's signature 1. I'll keep them in order. So I'll put that on the side, upside down, because that's, when I flip it over, that's on the top. This is my middle signature. Always too being careful that, trying to find the center, here it is, that, you know, you don't have things upside down, because that can happen as well. Even to the most experienced maker, you can put things upside down. So I am, before I punch the holes, I'll be squishing it all in, making sure it's all good. So in theory, well, I don't ever do them all the same height necessarily. I don't worry about that. Sometimes one signature is a little bit shorter than the other, but that to me doesn't really matter. It makes it a bit fun. That's that one. And then I need, oh, I only got 4 clips out. There's 1, 2, we're nearly there, guys. Then Steph and I are going to go for a walk. Okay. See how they're nice and long and they catch it when you've got all different size pages? I've never seen them again to be able to buy them. I got them at Kmart in Australia many years ago. They sometimes have some cool stuff there. So, oh yeah, 5 1/4, a little bit over on either side. Okay, got that. And we're just going to be doing the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, which is my go-to. Oh, so scribbled on there. Okay, so now it's time to punch the holes. I use my Japanese screw punch. You can use a book awl if you want to. The screw punch just does a neat hole, and it's pretty easy. You only have to do 2 pushes with only 7 pages in there. It's not bad at all. So that's the bottom signature. So put it there on the bottom. The middle signature. That middle signature. And first signature. Yeah, I don't think I need to do more. Okay, and then I need to punch my holes in here. Might need a few more goes on that because there's fabric, there's tape. Like that. Whoops. And then I'll put the other ones together, and then we can just start working in one or two of them. Oh, that's looking good to me. Now, oh right, so I'm stitching through my stitching. That makes sense. So I'm going to choose a colour that I like. I think I'll use this white one, and you'll hardly even notice it. I decided to have visible stitching. So now this is a waxed thread for anybody who's new, and you can just buy a bookbinding kit. Now I always start with my bottom signature. You can just buy a bookbinding kit on Amazon. Just look up bookbinding kit and just make sure it's the wax thread, and I'll tell you why what have I done here? The wax thread is good because when you tie it, it stays. It doesn't move, and it's incredibly strong. I've just got to find my hole. There it is. And then, so you start by going down in the center. You can go to the bottom one or the top one. You come up that way. You jump right across and go down there. And then down your hole, into your hole. Make sure you're stitching into the correct hole, because sometimes I've put it in the wrong one and then it's crooked. I've got to take it out. And you go back into the center and then back through. And you want a blunt needle, because in this part you could, if you go into the thread, split the thread and go through, first of all you're weakening it, and second of all you won't be able to tighten it. It'll get stuck. So blunt needle, like a tapestry, sort of tapestry, wool tapestry needle. I'm just going to tighten that and then pull, and then I cut my thread. I don't need to cut it before. There's lots of people who'll give you formulas for how much thread you use. You don't need to cut it until you've done it. Just make sure you've pulled it tight. It actually hurts your fingers a little bit, but see how it's wax thread and it holds when you're tightening it. I don't leave long dingle dangles, but you can leave them if you want to. Okay, so that one is in. I've stitched them into the right holes, and then I need my middle one, which is here. Got my thread. You also need a nice big eye. So you go down into the center. So I'm a lefty. This is the way I do it. You might go in the opposite direction to me if you're right-handed. Go down there and there. In through your middle. Oh, and also the tail is on this side of the middle string, and then I want the other tail on the other side. So that way when you're tightening it, you tie your knot over that and it stays put. I've got, my tail is a little bit short here, but I can still do it. So I'm just making sure I've pulled it tight, hopefully. And actually I'll just leave those like that. You can cut them off afterwards. So that's that one. Okay, and then our last signature. And I could have put 5 smaller signatures into this one, but I do, as I said before, Christmas journals really bulk up. From experience of doing one once myself, twice, they just become the hugest, most huge gator mouths. So, because we do like to put lots of things in them. So, yep, give yourself the chance to maybe have it almost sit right. There'll probably be a gator mouth anyway, but don't exaggerate with how many pages you put in, because you don't need them all. Because also when I did mine, I added a lot of page extensions. Oops, I see I went onto the same side, so just tuck it under. I might make that a bit shorter because I don't want to waste my thread. I can't wait to flip through. I love doing that afterwards. Okay, so put those over there. Take these off, and then the next thing I like to do is just close the whole thing. See, that's what you want. You don't like, and this is an expandable spine, so actually if it were squished out, it's actually even bigger than that. It's a squishy spine, which I really like. So it also look how it makes the journal sit right flat. So what I like to do now is just go like this and then just flip through, make sure everything's okay, because you might have to take your signature out if you've done something wrong. So just go through and check. I'm loving it already. So excited. I didn't think when I started, I thought I'm not going to get all those journals done, but I do have one cover still to stitch, but I'll get it done because I've done all the other ones. That's a little bit crooked. I might just adjust that a little bit. See, here I'll do something because that's all very blendy. And I like that you've got a nice gap there. It's not perfectly straight, but hoorah. That I'm going to glue down because that's fragile paper, but I love it. I'm glad I added it in. And I love this. I don't even know if I want to add anything like that. I like the look of that. I may take this off. This is very bulky. I think I will. So I'll see about that one. That I think I might even attach something to that. That's the center. It's very plain, so there's things to be done there. This can be extended, although I like that too. It's hard when you like things. Love that. I'm going to glue that down. It's just really nice to run your hands over, put the creases in. Oh, look at that. Love that. It's a pocket. I'm glad I put a little rag paper in there, like a small page. That can be extended. I'll do something with that. That's the center. Crease everything. Crease. That's the flip out with the top tuck. And I will take I think I'll take those curly edges off, and that's the back. So there we go. One journal is put together. I just am going to have a quick look at one of the document journals. Okay, so we'll put that down there. Don't want to lose my needle. I keep it in this little thing, so I don't lose it. Sometimes I do lose it, but I try not to. Now, where have my covers gone? I showed you guys, and where did I put them? Oh, don't see where I put them. Don't tell me that. Oh, I put them over here, silly. Okay, let's take this one. So what I like to do with these is I'm going to put documents, because they're document journals. I might, I also pulled out previously some 1600s wormy papers. I think they are the bomb for this. And I don't think I'm going to add any of those. I may add one of those, and I might add a straw paper. Just one. For the moment, one. Okay, so let's do our folding. See how we go with the folding. We've got those already folded. This won't take long. So this should, in theory, just fold and be okay. Can you see the watermark in that? So I need to make sure I put that in that way. Now let's just have a look. Oh, perfect. These will be too tall, and they could possibly be too wide. Let's just see. I might put that one, so there's only going to have one in the center, so that's for the other ones, because I've got three. Actually, it's going to be good. It's a little bit tall, but it doesn't matter if things are sticking out top and bottom, and that's going to go in. Okay, then we have the documents. This document I thought I would stitch in like that and then fold in. So I'm not going to fold that one. This one's going to be folded, and this one is also too tall because this is a particularly big document. So instead of 1858, these are just gorgeous. I had quite a lot of these, but I'm getting down to the end, and I'm going to fold that up and just glue it. So I'll glue that there. I just snipped it so it's not bulky in the center. That's just going to glue. So pretty much you're able to just fold them in half. That's a smaller one. So that, well, I'm not going to do the document style binding on these. I'm just going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now this is, I'll put it in that way, 1873. I like it because it's got lots of plain paper. And then that one's got a little bit of weakness there, so I'll probably put something there to reinforce it. And then we have this one. These are really old, these ones. I want to say they're 17, but they could be even older. And I don't have any problems with using them because they're parts of a bigger document. Like the other parts are missing, so they're not complete. This I'm going to fold. Let's see. Let's measure it. Now the papers will stick out a bit too, so that's that. I'll have to take that off, and then the bottom I am going to fold that up. They are going to be tucks, so I need to, first of all, I need to trim this. I trim a little triangle right to the crease there. Then, so that's that bit. That's fine. That's going to be a pocket. We can even glue it now so you can see. And then we'll see if we need any other pages. I might need more digital. I think I have 8 digitals. We'll check. Although I might put in one of those, the painted, the fresco painting pages. So here, we measure. Oh, I can see it here. So I could attach a flip there if I wanted to, so maybe we'll do that. We might fold it in even further to gain a bit more real estate, and then I just need to cut. Actually, I'll cut that bit there, excuse me, and that is going to also be a pocket, but it's going to have, I'll glue that down so it'll be a bit wider. Like that. That's a pocket that you can hardly see, but don't worry, I'll put something on there, and then that can have something attached to it. So there we go. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Close the glue because I don't need that. Close the other glue. Okay. Documents. Okay, so let's just quickly see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9. I have 9. Okay, so let's see which one do I like the best. Oh, no, I don't want to start with a digital. No, I don't want to start with a letter. I kind of like that one. Yeah, or that one. One of those two. Or, yeah, one of those two. Okay, put those over there. And the next thing I'm going to put in is a document page. And then I might have this in, and then let's do the blue one, and you can stagger them a little bit up and down. I may have too many documents. I don't know. We'll just see how we go. That one. And then we might have another document. Oh, let's put, that one's going in the center, so I need to finish with that one. That one in. Now, don't worry. People always ask, oh, well, where are you going to write? Don't worry. There will be plenty of space to write. There's lots of blank places. These are all writable pages. If you use this type of pen, you're going to be able to write on there. We're adding in lots of things that can be written on. You can add page extensions that can be written on. There's just endless possibilities of writing. That one, and then I want to put this one in, and that will fold. And then this one. Oh, so actually, what I need to do, I mean, I've got lots. This is going to be harder to punch through too, guys. That's that. So they are quite bulky, but a lot of fun. So I have that, but I wanted that in the center. So what I need to do is take out this one and put it here. So that way I can end on a non-digital. Super fat, but we'll have a look and see if we're happy with that. And then that in the center, the wormy page. Okay. Now I think that's going to be good. Now, here, this needs to fold in. Wonderful. I'm glad I thought about doing that. That folds in, just so we can get a feel for. See how they stagger out? Because the more you add in here, the further away they get from the center. And that can just fold in there. Till I get something attached on there, it'll just keep on annoying me, but it's okay. And look at that, it all fits. It's good. Just that little bit there, but well, I think I might trim that. Just do it my bodgy fashion. Just trim along, just a little bit. I'm cutting something else, I can feel it. Okay, so I will go ahead and do the 3 hole pamphlet stitch with this one. You could do the top and bottom, but I think it's because there's so many pages, I think the 3 hole pamphlet stitch will hold it better. So these are the pages I'm just showing you. You can put in as many as you like, whatever feels nice to you. This will bulk up, that's fine. So the digitals alternating with antique documents. That one will pull out like that, like that. And we have the straw paper, like the straw paper. I think we've got the right quantity in here. And then the wonderful 1600s paper. Okay, so that is my video for today. I'll stitch that one afterwards. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.